Hello everyone, my name is Amanda Waldhart and you are here with Amanda'sInspirationStation.com. Thank you for joining me for this week's Weekly Wednesday. Today is December 29th. Crazy. We are almost into 2022. So we have just one more Weekly Wednesday. If you follow me every Wednesday, I bring to you two projects. I usually pick a stamp set or a bundle. Sometimes I pick multiple stamp sets. It just all depends on the project. But I try to keep it to a stamp set or a bundle, but not today. However, usually when I do these projects, I do them pretty much a month in advance. And if you followed me last week, I had mentioned that this week, I know Christmas is over and I hope you all had a wonderful time with family and friends, but we're still going to do kind of a Christmas project. However, these could be turned into just a winter treat as well. You could take away the Christmas part and just make this a winter treat. Same with this, you could take away the Christmas colors and just make this an everyday treat. So what this is it's a little pouch for Starbucks has these instant lattes. So it is so cute. I think they come like 6 in a pack and you can get them at your local grocery store. I get mine at Woodman's, which is our local grocery store. And they have different flavors. This is the vanilla latte. Now, yes, I made this into more of a Christmassy type thing, but you do not have to. You could do different colors and just make it into any occasion or just anything. So this one just says you make everything better. So we're going to make that today. And then this here is just a hot cocoa peppermint. And then inside the box, I found these at Target and they're marshmallow mug toppers. So I literally bought some of the Swiss Miss milk chocolate. They come in an 8-pack, again, at my local grocery store. And we're literally going to just put one of those in there with the mug topper. And this box is our acetate card box. So they're great to put things in. I literally just filled them in and then we just kind of decorated the top. That's all we did, made a tag. So again, you can make a tag saying something else. I know it's after Christmas, but I have one more Christmas thing, and to me, it's still December. So I'm going to share with you that. So let me start by showing you a few of the products that we are going to be using today. So for the background here, for this background, we're going to use a background stamp set called the Candy Canes. And we're going to use our Stamparatus today. I already have it in here like this. So I will get to that in a moment, but we are going to use that as the background. The ribbon is actually a 3-pack combo pack, and it's Flowers for Every Season. It's in the annual catalog. I love this white. I use it a lot. I'm desperately going to miss this real red sheer ribbon because this would be gorgeous for Valentine's Day as well. So I'm definitely going to miss that. This is retiring. I do believe it's still available. So right now, the last chance list is still available. You can shop at my online store at Amanda'sInspirationStation.com, or under this video, there is a link to shop, and anything that we use today, you can go right directly to my online store and purchase it that way. We're also going to use mesh ribbon, which this is in our annual catalog. So both these two are staying. These two are leaving and they still are current. So get them while you can. These will be gone after January. January 3rd is the last day to get those. Same with this stamp set, the well-defined. This is what we're going to use for our tag. I think this is great. So really what we could do is we could change this today from saying Christmas and we can make it say winter. In fact, you know what? Let's do that. Let's make it say winter today. We're going to change it up a little bit, spice it up. So I'm going to take this one off and we'll make it say winter. That way it's not technically a Christmas. Sometimes these stick. So there we go. So we'll have it say winter. I like it. All right. Okay, so we'll have that say winter. Again, these are while supplies last. And then we're going to use the Nothing Better Than stamp set. Now, this is in the annual catalog. This is still current. Okay. All right. What else are we going to use? Lovely Label Punch. We're going to use that today. We're going to use some real rhinestones, real red rhinestones. And the 3 ink pads we're going to use today are Real Red, Shaded Spruce, and Memento. So those are the ink pads that we're going to use today. And let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with this one because it's super simple. I like it. Now this ribbon right now is the black and white gingham ribbon. It is available. This will carry over. I'm so excited that it's carrying over because I love this. And this tag here is from our Tailored Tags dies. These, unfortunately, currently are unavailable to purchase because we do not have them in stock. And Stampin' Up! From now on going forward, if we do not have it in stock, you will not be able to purchase it. So the only way you can purchase Stampin' Up! Products right now are those items that are available. Now, if it's on the last chance list and it's gone, that means it's while supplies last and it's gone. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We have our acetate box, and we're literally just going to put our box together. But going back to these tailored tags, they are in the current catalog, the annual catalog, so they will come back. They're just right now, they're out of stock. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that together. And if you're watching me for the first time, I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just hit that subscribe button. All right, let's go ahead and put our goodies in here. We're going to put our hot cocoa in there. We're going to put our mug topper in there. Yes, it's a candy cane, but you know what? It's a marshmallow. And we're just going to shut that up. I'm going to tuck that down. All right. Okay, so we'll leave that in there like that. We have our candy cane for the outside. So let's go ahead and we're going to do some stamping. Let's stamp this where it says winter instead of Christmas. I know we still have a candy cane, but that's okay. It's peppermint, and we have peppermint throughout the year all the time. So let's go ahead and let's have it say winter. There we go. And we're going to put some rhinestones on here. Randomly put some of those on. And let's do it like right there. All right, so we got that going. So now let's go ahead, let's set that aside. Let's take this piece right here, which this piece measures at 4 1/4 by... No, wait, is that 4 1/4? This is not my favorite ruler. I always have to remember that I have to start it over here. But my favorite ruler I left upstairs, so that kind of bums me out. So it's 4, it looks like it's 4 5/8 is what it looks like. No, I'm sorry, 4 3/8. And then it is by 2 1/2. Now, I do have a printable project sheet on these projects today. I promise you the measurements will be right on that. And underneath, you can go straight to where it says printable project sheet right under this video. You can just click on that and it will take you right to it. Otherwise, you can go to amandasinspirationstation.com and it'll be right there on my blog as well. All right, so we want to do this in the candy cane. So I want to make sure that this is going to go over. So we're just going to kind of bring that over like that. Yep. And I'm going to get out my magnet here. And I'm just going to kind of hold it in place right now while I ink this up. So I'm going to get out my Real Red ink pad and I'm going to ink this good. By the way, a little tip, if you put a stamp set underneath here like this, it makes it so that it's even. It's just, to me, it's a little bit easier. All right, so we're going to do Real Red on Real Red, and I'm literally just going to move that now. Let's set that over there. I'm going to get that out of the way, and then I'm going to press down and I'm going to rub it, lift up, and there's our candy cane piece. Pretty simple. All right, and then I'm going to put that back, and then we are done with that. So we do not need that. So now let's go ahead and let's place this at the top here. So I just used regular Stampin' Seal. You can use whatever adhesive that you prefer. And I'm just going to kind of put it right up at the top here. Just like that. Okay. Now we need some ribbon. So we need some of this white ribbon from the everything. And I'm going to lay my ribbon out like this. And I'm just going to kind of lay it across like this. And I'm going to kind of do this. I'm going to get out my ribbon scissors though, because there we go. And I'm going to tie, I want to tie a bow with this. So I want to make sure I have enough room for a bow. So I'm going to do my little Mickey ears here. There we go. Oh, I like the way that bow turned out. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tuck this candy cane right underneath so that it's kind of hanging like this. But then I'm going to use this to tie around. So I just cut a piece, I don't know how many inches this is. Probably like 4 inches, 4.5 inches of ribbon here. It doesn't really matter. I'm not one who measures my ribbon. I'm going to be very honest. I do not measure my ribbon very well. Or ever, really. I just kind of guess. All right, so I'm going to tuck that under like that, and I'm just going to tie this in a knot. Because I'm just going to tie it right over the bow part. And I'm going to tie it in a knot so that it stays. And then, like I said, I'm just going to tuck that candy cane underneath. And there you have it. So this one says winter, when it's cold outside, but thoughts of you still keep me warm. That's sweet. I love it. And if you wanted to make sure that this stays, you could put a few glue dots because mine's kind of loose. What I would do is I would just put a few little glue dots behind here like that. Helps it to stay. Just a little, there we go. Just like that. Helps it so that it's not sliding all around. All right, so there are those two. Very cute. Love it. Love, love, love. So we have a winter one and a Christmas one. Granted, it has candy canes, but you know what? Who doesn't love candy canes? I love candy canes. I will eat them all year round. Okay, so I'm sure there's a lot of people who don't like candy canes because it's mint. I know my kids don't like mint, so there's that. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with this. I love this little pouch. I took designer series paper, and this is from our Regals collection of 6x6 designer series paper stack. And I cut this to 5 1/4 by 5 3/8. Now we're gonna have to do some scoring. So I'm going to get out my simple score tool, and I want to make sure that when we do the long side, so this is the long side here, this is the 5 3/4, we are only going to score it at a 1/4. So we're going to go over here and we're going to score it just at a 1/4. All right. I know that seems little. We're just going to score it at a 1/4, and I don't want to jump the track because I tend to do that, especially in this little small area here. All right, so there's that. Now I'm going to turn it to the short side. The short side is 5 1/4, and we're going to score it at 2 3/8. So I've got 2. Here's the 1/4. Here's the 3/8. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to score it like that. And I don't want to press too hard because it's designer series paper, and this is thinner paper. So I don't want to press too hard or I'll rip it. And then I want to do it at 4 3/4. All right. So we're just going to do that. All right. This is just creating a pouch. That's all this is doing. So what I'm going to do is I am going to varnish in that score line, and I'm going to varnish in this score line, because what we're going to do is we're going to put tear and tape on this. This is just our pouch here. Okay. Now I'm going to show you something kind of cool with this, but we need to do our pouch first. So I'm going to use some tear and tape, and I'm going to just run this across the bottom just like this. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to seal this together. So we're just going to fold this down, seal it together. Right? So there's our pouch. Okay. This is going to be our top. This is going to be our bottom. Now, I do want to do something, and this is, I probably should have waited to do this, but oh well. I can always tuck it into. Sometimes I find glue dots work the best. So I'm creating at the bottom here. You ever get those packages where they have like the different lines here? It looks like it's sealed. That's what I'm kind of wanting to create. So here I have my little, I have the one score line, and I'm going to go across it one more time because I can press into it now because I'm going through two sides of this. Okay, so I have that, and then I'm going to go over to the next notch, and I'm going to do the same thing, and then the next notch, and I'm going to kind of do it 3-4 times. I'm just giving it that look at the bottom that it's like sealed. Now, if you wanted to, you could put tear tape in here if you can sneak it in, or you can use glue dots. I'm going to try to sneak in the tear tape. I probably could have done this prior, but I don't think it's that hard to sneak this tear tape in. So I'm just going to kind of go like this. Well, if I can get this off my finger, it's not that hard, I promise. There we go. And I'm just going to now rip this part off. There we go. And then I'm just going to seal it. There's our little pouch. Now, as you can see, we have decorativeness. So you can really grab any punch that you want. I grabbed this punch because I like this punch. I think this punch is fun. And I'm going to go about halfway down, about halfway into the punch. So it's about halfway. And I'm just going to pop that out. Now, we have these two little extra pieces here. We're just going to trim those off. So I'm going to trim that off right at the edge here. And I'm going to do the same thing right here. Just trimming those off. There's our decorative pouch part. So now I can stick this vanilla latte right inside. Fits perfectly. I added a paper straw just because it's cute and it's fun. I have black and white ones too, which I think are fun too. But so now we're going to do that. So let's go ahead and do some tying of our ribbon. I have our mesh here, which give me a second because I have some tape there. All right, so I'm just going to tie this, and I'm going to cut that. This one here, I'm not even tying in a bow. I'm just tying in a knot. I just want it to be a knot. But I'm going to do a double knot. And then I am going to trim it a little bit because I like it a little shorter. Now with the red, we're going to make it so that I'm doing a bow. So I do want to have some space on the side here extra so I can create a bow. Okay, so we're going to do that. Same thing. We're tying it on the side here, only this time we're tying a bow. So get your Mickey ears out. And there we go. Oops. Oh no, I pulled too hard. There we go. No, pull back. Does anybody else do that? When they pull too hard, they pulled it out. There we go. All right, now that I like the way that looked, but I have to trim the sides, so I'm angling the sides there. And now we're going to do our stamp. This is the same punch that we used to the top, and we're going to do some stamping. So let's start with the bottom and work our way up. So we're going to start here first with the coffee pot, and I'm going to do the center part first, and I'm going to stamp off because I want it to be lighter than the outer part. So there's my light part. Oh, I must have like a little hair or something in there. Yep, I do. All right, well, let's try that again. Let's see if I can get rid of that little hair. And if I can't, I'm That's going to be too dark though, I think. You know what? I think it's going to be too dark. Let's punch another thing, because otherwise that's going to be too dark. And I didn't like that hair there. All right, let's punch another one. Easy peasy. All right. Let's do this again. No hair. Punch off. Stamp off. All right. Now I'm going to do the outer part. And this time I'm not going to stamp off because I want that to be darker. See how that's darker like that? I like that darker. Now we're going to do the real red. And we're going to do the same here. All right. Like that. Get out our little rhinestones. And we're going to put a couple of these. And I'm going to put one over there because I have a little ink over there. We'll just do it like that. And then I'm going to use some dimensionals. And I'm just going to place those across like that. And we'll just place it over the top like this. There you have it. Cute little treat. And like I said, this does not have to be a Christmas thing. You could totally make this into a non-Christmas and use different ribbon, different colors. And then we have our little hot cocoa. So I love them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Again, please, if you are not a YouTube subscriber of mine, I would love for you to be. Hit that subscribe button. You can go ahead and print the project sheet. It's completely free and it's found right in the description underneath. And if you need any of these products for these projects today, you can go to my online store and shop at amandasinspirationstation.com. I will see you guys next Wednesday, which will be January 4th, which will be the first day that our new our new mini catalog will go live. This will be our new mini catalog. And then we also have celebration. So for every $50, you get a free gift. If you do not have a current Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you don't have these catalogs, please reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to get those for you. So we will definitely be doing something from the new catalog and I'm super excited. So I will see you guys next week on January 4th. Have a happy new year, and hopefully 2022 will be a better year than 2021. Yay! Bye!